Colorado ranks 47th in the nation for mental health care access. We're right there with Mississippi and Alabama. And with all the equity we have in our homes in this real estate market, the least we can do is invest in some mental health care. Last week, I had 2 kids I brought to ERs. Those phone calls from their parents are breaking my heart. So I commend Senator Lundberg, President Trump, Governor Christie, recognizing this priority. This is a bipartisan issue we can do together. Thank you.
Excuse me, before you speak, I have a couple of comments. Mr. Dotson, over the past several months, many of us in this community have observed a consistent pattern of behavior at times that I feel is very confusing. It might be labeled from personal opinion as an exaggeration of self-importance.
To be honest, I think this is out of order. I can give public comment. That's not related to my public comment.
Excuse me, I would like to respond as you're running for city council.
I still
and
think
you even announced today you're thinking of running against Senator Bennett. So I find that interesting. But I do want to report that number of citizens.
Howard.
May I continue?
Go ahead.
Okay. I was contacted less than 2 weeks ago. What really puts me over the edge on this issue is less than 2 weeks ago we did have a tragedy in this town. We did. But a greater tragedy I find is your behavior, and that was reported to me by very reliable citizens, that you attempted to insert yourself into this tragedy in order to foster and promote your personal agenda. I find that behavior despicable. That's my personal opinion, and I think it's important. I appreciate your commitment to a cause, but that behavior during that tragic week and how you inserted yourself, it's beyond words trying to describe it, especially in a time of tragedy. I have nothing more to say, and I'd really rather not talk to you or even have emails from you in the future. I find your manipulation of situations, as well as some recent accusations you've been making towards some of our nonprofits in town, I just find that irresponsible. So I want to leave it at that because I really can't put it into words.
Mayor, can I respond?
You've got 60 seconds.
I recommended that one of my youth who was with Katie Jansen the night before she died read a scripture. That's the extent of my interjecting myself and planning that service. You could have picked up the phone and talked to me about it. This is an inappropriate channel, and I'm happy to have another conversation with you.
I want no more conversation. I've already had 3 conversations that have consumed over 3 hours of my time from leading citizens who reported to me your intervention in this situation. I am just very concerned about that, and I've been sitting here quietly and letting a lot of these things pass, which is fine. But if you want to come up and announce that you're running for city council and these things are brought to my attention, I think it's part of the community education effort regarding our candidates. And I hate having to speak like this, but the 3 individuals that I spoke to, I have great respect for. They're leading citizens community. They would not make up a 40-minute conversation. What I really find difficult to understand is how you are able to.
I think
Don, I'm gonna put a stop.
Okay.
You know this. I'm just gonna say that's enough. Thank you. Thank you.
If you want to have coffee, I'd be happy to have coffee with you.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to say it's always important that our citizens and neighbors and folks feel comfortable speaking here. I've gotten myself in a bit of a knot with that one before. And while I may not agree with you, I may not be at all interested in your candidacy or anything else like that. I don't think our job up here is to scold.
All right. Let me get it back to the public for public comment. Okay.